Welcome to the Holly Furtick Book Club Christmas edition. I have my green sweatshirt on. I have my red nails. I have my book, Skipping Christmas. I'm ready to talk with you about this book. I love this book. I thought it was so funny, delightful, the perfect length, the perfect book to read for Christmas time. Now, for those of you who have been around book club for a long time, you know that when I don't get the author, I almost always call my sister Emily and talk to her about the book. And she's on and she's ready, and we're gonna have Emily on. She's not John Grisham, but she is my sister. And she might be even better than John Grisham, who knows, because he's skipping book club. Let's talk about Skipping Christmas. Tell me if you love this book. How much did you love this book? What did you love about this book? I'm going to tell you a couple things that I loved about this book. I loved the lightheartedness of this book. Like, it didn't feel heavy. It didn't feel serious, but it felt like it had a message. And I felt like John Grisham was basically communicating to us the true meaning of Christmas while passively like balking at the ridiculousness of it. So he's like making fun of how ridiculous all of the things that we do and how much money we spend. He's sort of like poking fun at it, but then at the same time, he brings it all together in the end, and he shows that like Christmas is about people and it's about neighbors. Obviously, he doesn't bring Jesus into it, and Christmas is about Jesus, but he talks about how Christmas is about giving. Christmas is about love and forgiving and coming together to help the people that are in your neighborhood. And so I really, really love that about this book. I love the over-the-topness of this book. I loved Luther. I loved Nora. I thought they were wonderful characters. And to be honest, as I was reading this book, I kept wondering, like, what could keep me? Because I do sort of have a fantasy of skipping Christmas. And I want to know in the comments. So this is one of the main questions that I want to ask you. Did the cranks frustrate you? Like, did you feel like they were missing out on Christmas? Or did you kind of understand them and secretly like think that it would be really cool to skip Christmas? That's what I want to know below. So did you think they were missing out, or did you secretly think that you would like to skip Christmas at least one year? I think I would like to skip Christmas at least one year. I think, sometimes all of the things on my to-do list, I love it. And I always have to remind myself that, in a lot of ways I'm doing this for me. Like, I like giving gifts, and I like decorating my house, and I like having gifts under the Christmas tree that are wrapped with a really pretty bow. I like all of these things, and nobody really in my family is asking me to do these things. I think at the heart, Christmas is about family. Christmas is about Jesus, and it's not necessarily about all of these things that we do, but all of these things that we do are kind of like what we look forward to, like the lights on our house and the decorations in our living room and the making Christmas cookies with your family. Okay, I think it's time to get Emily on here and to talk about this book, Skipping Christmas, with my sister, Emily, who is not skipping book club. Hello, Emily. Who you have with you?
Oh, I have a house full. We read the book out loud. So I have Millie.
Hi, Millie.
Luke.
Luke. Hi, Luke.
And Hattie's over there working on a project.
Hi, Hattie.
This is my husband, not Silas. This is Jody and Ada.
Jody
and then we had a special visitor, JG.
Hi, JG. Okay.
Every night to read with us.
Aw, that's awesome. All right. So what did you guys think overall? Did you secretly think that would be cool to skip Christmas, or did you kind of feel sad for them, like they were missing out?
It was a mixed bag. I think mostly Jody loves the idea of skipping Christmas. So he was all on board. Most of us felt like, put up the free frosty,
But go on a cruise.
but still go on the cruise.
But still go on the cruise.
Yes.
And on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
They leave on Christmas Day.
But I like how they committed to the whole thing. Like that to me, that made the book better because they were like, no, we're doing this. We are actually skipping Christmas. We're not doing anything except they kept their donations or whatever.
But the best part was even everybody they told no to came and helped them at the end. So everybody showed up even though they were jilted. So we loved that too.
My favorite was when they gave the Beyonce the calendar.
Yeah, when they all gave the fiance gifts, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was really funny. So let me ask you this question. What part of it was, well, let me just ask you something and you guys can comment in the things. What was the funniest part to you?
Ooh, my favorite part that I thought was the funniest was the whole Frosty neighborhood, everybody out there trying to one up the other ones. I loved the Frosty part. But the end, everybody was laughing, just the mayhem of having to now go back and not skip Christmas. That was pretty funny.
My favorite was when they gave the cruise to the other neighbors.
I know, that was so sweet because this is what I was thinking the whole time. Because I remembered that it goes bad. Like as I was reading it, I'd never finished the book, but I'd seen the movie, and because I was one of those people that tried to read it at Christmas time and didn't finish it, and so the whole time I was like, nothing could keep me from this cruise.
Right.
Like they have committed to this cruise, and nothing could keep me from this cruise. I would just tell my daughter, I just in my mind I was like, I remember the daughter comes back. But I cannot think of a scenario where I wouldn't be like, sorry, we're skipping Christmas.
For sure.
And then when she had the boyfriend with her, I was like, oh, and I was like, he's never seen Christmas before. And Mom, we want him to see how our neighborhood does it. And all of the things, it kind of brought it all back to what people have been saying is it is kind of about the memories and the rituals that your kids look forward to and the things that your family has that they look forward to. And that's what their daughter wanted. And so I was like, oh shoot, but they're still going to go. Right. And
if one of your kids said, I'm bringing home my fiance and I've known him for a month, you've got to skip the cruise too. Cause you got to intervention here.
What's going on here? Okay, I think the funniest thing to me was the tanning.
Oh, for sure. And the dieting. Oh my goodness.
Well, okay.
They stared at the broccoli
It's really funny how all those types of jokes are reoccurring throughout the whole thing. It's always in the background being brought up.
Yes, and even how they were how she told him at the end to wear black so he wouldn't look so tan.
And how they were darker than the Peruvian.
But I was gonna say about the dieting. So when Stephen and I were reading the book, he was like, the only part of this that I don't get is why are they dieting? Why do they have to throw that in? And I said to him, I was like, I've been thinking about it. And maybe it's because they were just simply rebelling against everything about Christmas. So also all of the excessive eating. They're like,
well, but also they knew they were going to be wearing bathing suits.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not going to make that much of a dent if you're.
No, not in a month.
Yeah. So. But I did like how, overall, they were just they were literally rebelling against all of it.
No
all
Christmas
of the
cookies.
Excessiveness.
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay. What would you skip if you were going to just take out one part of Christmas? What would you skip?
Well, if I could, I think I would skip the busyness. Just that feeling of there's always something I should be doing. I've got to go do. I've got to be a part of. But I don't know how you skip that without skipping so many other things. But that's the feeling I hate the most is the busyness of it goes by so fast because you've just gone so fast.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I I think I would skip Christmas music.
Really?
Yeah, I don't love Christmas music, but I will tell you that Steven and I have done something really fun this year that has made me like Christmas music more.
What?
And okay, so have a record player in our living room now. And we were at Barnes and Noble the other day, and I was like, we should get one Christmas album. And so they had like Nat King Cole, Elvis Presley, Mariah Carey, Bing Crosby,
What'd you get?
and Frank Sinatra. I was like, which one should we get? And he goes, we should have a tournament. And so we bought all of them. And we've been listening to all the different albums. And
So what's winning?
Well, it's funny because, like, when you put one on, like when we bought Mariah Carey, I was like, this is not going to be my favorite one. But it's really good. And it, like, I really like more of the Christian Christmas songs.
Mhm.
Like, I really don't like singing
The
about
pop.
Rudolph and
Yeah.
Santa, and it's fine, but I just, that kind of, it starts to like grate on me.
Yes.
But I was surprised that, like, you know, like Mariah Carey sings "Oh Holy Night," and like how many of the hymns that Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole is my favorite so far.
Okay.
But they're all really good.
Hey, have you seen Amy Grant doing her hula hoop while she sings Christmas? I saw it's all over. She does it every year apparently. You'll have to look it up. But Amy Grant uses a hula hoop in her Christmas concert singing Christmas songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet her Christmas album is good.
Yeah.
We should get that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. What other questions do I have? So what traditions does your family have that you love about Christmas? Like, what's something special that you guys do?
Well, reading out loud, which we have, you know, as our kids have gotten bigger, we haven't read out loud as much. So reading this out loud was really, really sweet. And even just tonight, I have my two from college home. And so they weren't with us until tonight. And both of them, when we finished the book, they were like, Mom, I haven't heard you read in so long. So that was really, it was very sweet. So that is something we really love. And I mean, we're not very traditional. You know, our families had tacos for Thanksgiving, and we really liked the pizza idea people were throwing out there too. So
I'm against.
you know,
Down.
My family didn't love the tacos,
okay.
and like the boys didn't care. But Abby, I was very surprised because 2 years ago at Thanksgiving, Abby was like, I don't really like Thanksgiving food, and
Then we skipped it.
We skipped it, and we did kind of skip Thanksgiving this year.
We did.
And we skipped the whole big feast thing, and we made tacos. And Abby said when we got home, she was like, I'm not going to lie, but it didn't really feel like Thanksgiving eating tacos.
True.
And so, but I was like, well, that's great because next year you'll
appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah. When we have all the sides and all the things. So, okay. So Emily, super quick. What were Jody, do you have anything you want to say?
I think my favorite part is when she's in the grocery store and she meets the guy and she's like,
Marty,
who
what's
is
his
this
name?
guy? Marty, what's his name? Like,
Wait,
Who
who
is this
was
guy?
he?
No.
We don't know.
I don't know that we
Okay.
know. It's random guy.
Luke
And
said maybe he's Santa Claus.
he
Oh.
he shows up at the party. That's the one who's talking with the fiance. So he shows up, they're having a great time. And that whole idea of they just start inviting whoever
Yeah.
they could. And the exchange with what's the man that they didn't like? He was like,
Steele? Walt?
no. The other guy that they called that they invited. He's like,
Oh,
yeah.
he tells his wife, he's like, you can't invite him. He's
Yeah.
worthless.
Yeah.
Those were good parts to me. I
Yeah,
really liked
that was good.
Yeah. It wasn't like, it kept Christmas about people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily about presents. It was about people and traditions
Yeah.
and how those are the things that kind of like bind us together, tie us together.
Matter ultimately. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any other traditions that that Emily didn't think of?
No, I mean, she does, she wraps the presents, she buys the presents, she buys the ornaments, she puts up the tree.
You know, okay, it's funny that you say that because this was like one line in the book that I thought was interesting. And it says like, so it says this. So it's like Nora is at home and the people are like just out. I think they're like outside her door and they're like, what, you're skipping Christmas or whatever. And she says, oh, she's at that party. She's at the benefit thing. And she says, women handle Christmas, not men. They shopped and decorated and cooked, planned parties and sent cards and fretted over things that men never thought about. Why exactly was Luther so keen on dodging Christmas when he put so little effort into it?
Exactly.
But you know why Luther was so keen on skipping Christmas? Because he was paying for it.
Right.
She didn't work.
Right.
And so, I don't know, Stephen always says to me, you know, he's like, in a really nice way, he's like, do the things that you want to do. Like, you don't, like, and if you don't enjoy cooking breakfast on Christmas morning, then that's fine. We'll be, you know, we'll like get donuts the night before. If you don't enjoy wrapping presents, that's fine. We'll put them all in a pile and have a, you know, like he had a Santa pile when he was growing up.
For sure. That he
had a Santa
told
pile?
me that. No, not, well, I don't know about Santa pile, but he's like, why are you doing that if you don't want to? One other thing we have done for many years is on Christmas Eve, we just have appetizers, which, you know, my family's not big eaters anyway, but we used to always, when they were little, they called them appletizers. So we have appletizers and just all kinds of junk food for Christmas Eve. And they always like that.
That's awesome. Okay. Before you go, Emily, can you, I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but what are your top 5 books that you read this year?
Okay, I loved the Stephen King 11/22/63, right? I
We
loved
read that together.
Yeah, we read that together. It was surprisingly amazing. I loved Faculty Lounge. I think you read it.
I did.
I loved that. I just felt like it was so sweet and just reminded me of my PTA days and all of that at school. I really loved you know, I don't have my list because I didn't want to get off Instagram and leave book club to see my list. But I had a great reading year. I think I've read about 70 books and I have loved it. I've loved most of the books I've read.
Make your face go up. You're like a boomer. Like,
anyways, it's been a good reading year for me.
That's awesome. So your favorite one was the Stephen King book?
That's one of my favorites. I also really loved, there was another really long one. I like really long books. I've also realized I like long character developing books.
Yeah.
So I really liked Wild Dark Shore a lot.
Yeah, that was good.
And
Carl, Dungeon Crawler
Carl, we really liked. I've told you, I don't think you would like it, but that was a top really good one. And Luke is now on book number 7 in the series. He has loved those. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love you guys. And
I love you too. Thanks for picking a good book that we could all read together.
You're welcome. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Well, guys, that's a wrap for 2025 for the Holly Furtick Book Club. Merry Christmas. I hope that Santa's workshop my office this season and the messiness of it didn't distract you too much and that you enjoyed that discussion. And hey, if you would like to join the Holly Furtick Book Club, all you have to do is go to hollyfurtick.com, click book club, give us your email, and we'll tell you what we're reading next and when we're going to meet. We would love to have you joining us. And as always, if there are any books that you would recommend to the Holly Furtick Book Club, drop them below in the comments. I would love to hear them, and I'll see you back here next time.